Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel The Teacher, and in this tutorial we will talk about how to use groups in Tally Prime or Tally ERP9. Basically this tutorial is about how to create new groups and subgroups and how to manage your stock items by placing them under the groups. So let's get started, and first we will begin with Tally ERP9. And to manage stock in Tally ERP9, you must enable inventory while creating the company. So later if you want to alter the company information, like here we have this demo company, and if you want to check or modify that either the inventory is on or off in this company, then you can go to the company information menu by pressing the Alt F3 key. After pressing Alt F3 key, you have to move to the alter, and here we have that demo company, and here you can see this option here under the company details, that either you want to maintain the accounts only or accounts with inventory. So let's say if I change it back to accounts only and save the changes by pressing the Ctrl A key, so I don't have to press a lot of enter to save the changes. By pressing the Ctrl A key, you can directly save all the changes at once. So after saving the changes, if I move back, and here now you can see that inventory information and stock summary has been removed from the gateway of Tally because we have disabled inventory in Tally ERP9. So let's move back to the company information menu by pressing Alt F3 again and move to the alter, and here I again set it back to accounts with inventory and save the changes, Ctrl A, and now you can see inventory information is back. Here we also have inventory vouchers, then the stock summary. Under display we have new options, inventory books and statement of inventory. So in Tally ERP9 you can create, alter, display and delete groups under the inventory information. Here you can find that option, stock groups, and here you can create either the single stock group or you can also create multiple stock groups at once. But in Tally Prime the options are a little bit different. Now let's move back to Tally Prime and see all those features that we need to create new stock groups and maintain inventory in Tally Prime. So here we also have that demo company, and here if I move back to the company information, and here in Tally Prime you have to press the Alt K key to open the company information menu, and here if I move to the alter, then you can see that we don't have that option here, maintain accounts only or accounts with inventory, as we have in Tally ERP9 under company information alteration window. Like here we have this option, maintain accounts only or accounts with inventory. So in Tally Prime when you create a new company you don't have that option. You can find that option to maintain, either you want to maintain inventory or not in Tally Prime. You can find that option under F11 configurations. So here we have that option, maintain inventory. If I set it to no, then you can also see that integrate accounts with inventory is also set to no automatically. You can watch our video about the importance of integrating accounts with inventory to manage the closing stock. I have given the link of that video in the video description and in the cards. So now if I save the changes, and now if I move to the create section of masters, then you can only find the accounting master features, like you can create the accounts group or ledgers or voucher types, but you don't have the inventory features here now. Now I again move back to the configuration screen by pressing the F11 key, and here again I set it to yes. Now if I move to the create section, then here you have that inventory master features now enabled, stock group, category, item, units and godowns. So in my previous tutorial I have already explained how to create new units and items. In this tutorial we are going to create new groups, and then we will place and manage our stock items by placing them into the newly created groups, stock groups. In TelePrime, when you move to the create section and let's say you want to create new stock groups and you hit enter key here, then you only have the option to create a single group. Whereas in Tele ERP 9, if you move to the and if you press enter on stock items or stock groups, then you can find that you can either create a single group at once or you can also create multiple stock groups at once. But in TelePrime, you will not find the option to create multiple stock items or stock groups. If you will hit the enter key here, then here you can only create a single item at once. So how you can create multiple stock groups or multiple stock items in TelePrime? For that you have to move to this chart of accounts section, and here if I move to the stock items, so here under chart of accounts, if you look at the left right pane, then you can find a shortcut key Alt H for multi-masters, and under multi-master you can go for multiple item creation or multiple item alteration. So if I press enter here, then you will get the same screen that you get in Tele ERP 9 when you move to multiple stock item creation or multiple stock group creation. You will find the same screen. So let me tell you the importance of the stock groups before we start creating them. And if you move to chart of accounts and then under stock groups, you will see that we don't have any stock group by default in a newly created company. So you have to create all the groups or subgroups by yourself and place all the items under those groups. And if we go to stock items, then you can see that we have 94 total items, and if I press Ctrl plus enter key here to alter the item right from this screen, then you can see that all the items are under the primary stock group. So let me show you one more item here. Let's say this one, and you can see that all the items has been placed under the primary stock groups. So now we will create our own stock groups and will manage all these items by placing them under particular stock groups. Now from Gateway of Tele, if you move to the stock summary, so as you can see here that none of the item has been placed under any of the stock group. So let's say if I hit the Ctrl plus enter key here to open the item alteration window right from that screen, then you can see that we have placed this item under the primary stock group, which is the only group in a new company. You have to create all the groups and subgroups by yourself in TelePrime or Tele ERP 9. So if I show you any other item, then you can see that all these items are under primary group. So if you have thousands of items, then it could be a lot of difficult for you to manage and to maintain the stock in Tele, because here you can see that these are only 74 or 75 items here in stock summary. But let's say if you have 7,000 items and you are not creating and managing groups, stock groups in Tele, then you will always see a long list of 7,000 items here. So to avoid the confusion and to quickly see the required stock summary here, we can create groups and subgroups here, and we will place our items under those groups, and then you will see the stock summary in a very new way. So let me show you a few examples here. So as you can see that we have different mobiles of different companies here, like Micromax, we have Nokia, Samsung, and then we also have Videocon. So what I want to create separate groups for all of these companies. I want to create stock groups according to company name. So for that, what I can do, I can go to the create section, then for stock group, and that will open the single group creation screen, not multiple. For multiple, you have to move to the chart of account, and then there you have to press the Alt plus H key. For single stock group, let's say I name it Samsung Mobiles. and place it under the primary group, and we will leave these options default and we will talk about them in our next tutorials. So I have just created a new stock group and named it Samsung Mobiles. Same way I will create Nokia Mobiles under primary, then Micromax Mobiles, and then Videocon, and then Videocon Mobiles. Sorry. Now if I move to the alter section, and here if I move to stock items, from this screen I can only alter one item at a time, and now I can place these items under a particular stock group that we have just created earlier. So here you can now see the stock group list that we have just created earlier, and here we don't have LG, so we will move to the, let's say, Micromax, and now I can place this Micromax A050 under Micromax Mobiles. So same way then I can alter all the items. So if you want to say, let's say, alter multiple items at once, like you want to place all Micromax Mobiles under the Micromax stock group, what you can do, instead of moving to create, move to chart of counts, and here press enter over stock items, and then press Alt H, and then choose multi alter to alter multiple items at once. So which item you want to see here? I want to see all the items. So now I can quickly move all the items to their corresponding groups. So we have not created LG group, so I will leave it as it is, and will start moving the other items to their corresponding groups. Like here, from here we will start. So here we have Micromax A050 under Micromax Mobile, and now I will start placing all the other items under the Micromax Mobiles group. So I will do it quickly. And now we have Nokia, so I will place it under Nokia Mobiles. Now we have Samsung under Samsung Mobiles. And then we have Videocon under Videocon Mobiles. And then after placing all these items under their respective groups, now if you will see the stock summary, then it will be presented in a very different way. So instead of seeing all the items at once, now you will start seeing the stock groups first, and if you press the enter key here over Samsung Mobiles, then you will only see those items that you have placed under Samsung Mobile stock group. So basically stock groups help you to filter your item. When you have a lot of items, then you can filter your items by placing them under the stock groups. And you can also further create more subgroups and can further filter your data, like we have. So here under Micromax Mobiles, you can see we have a lot of items and we further want to filter them according to their type. Like we have two types of mobile here. One are the keypad mobiles and the other are the smartphone, the touch screen mobiles. So what I can do, I can go to the create section, and here I move to the stock group and create a new group, and here I will create Micromax keypad mobiles under Micromax Mobiles, then Micromax smartphones under Micromax Mobile, and finally Micromax tab under Micromax mobiles. And now I will alter all the Micromax item and will place them under their respective subgroups. So for that I will move to the chart of count instead of alter, because if I go here then I have to alter each single item at once. Like here I can alter Micromax A050 and can change the group here, but that way I have to alter each item manually and separately. So instead of doing that, I can move to chart of counts, and here I will move to stock items, and here I will press the Alt plus H key for multi-master and will choose multi-alter and will choose Micromax mobiles, and then I will start seeing all the mobiles that fall under Micromax mobile. And now I will start placing them under the subgroup instead of the main group. So these A models are under the keypad mobiles. So I will place all of them quickly under the Micromax keypad mobiles. And then we have this A091. This one is a smartphone, Micromax smartphone. A092 smartphone, C210 smartphone, and then we have this tab here under Micromax tab. Then again these one under smartphone. So after saving the changes, if you now see the stock summary, then you will see the report in completely new manner and in a more filtered way. So here we have Micromax mobiles, and if I hit the enter key here, then you can further see that we have subgroups here now. Instead of seeing all the items at once, we have separated those items into 3 subgroups. Like we have keypad mobiles, we have smartphones, and then we have tabs. So now if you press the enter key over smartphone, then you will only see those items which fall under the smartphone subgroup. So groups and subgroup basically help you to filter your data, and it is totally up to you that how you are going to name your group and subgroups. So I hope you will find this tutorial useful. Let me know by liking, sharing and commenting on this video. And you can also subscribe to our channel and can turn on the notification. So in the future if I post a new video, then you will get the notification. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and bye and take care.